Hello there, welcome back to my channel. My name is SKYMAN Universe and your Star Wars quote for today. Oh no, my friend, this is a mistake, a terrible mistake. They've gone too far. This is madness. And today we're going to be reacting to chapter 18 of The Mandalorian. Last week's episode I've watched 3 times already, and for me it was the perfect way to start season 3. It just encompassed everything Mandalorian, everything which I loved about The Mandalorian. You know, the humor, the characters, the action, even the visuals of it, everything in there was just in that episode. And I loved it. It was just action, adventurous, and every time I just can't help but realize or feel like you're in Star Wars at that point. And I don't really feel that with other shows. I'm constantly questioning things, but The Mandalorian is part of the way down to a point in my heart, and it's very much a safe space for Star Wars, where I know it seems to be sort of taken care of, and good hands are making it. Before we get into The Mandalorian, and I haven't got around to uploading the Bad Batch yet, or getting around to editing, but I will say, just in case it doesn't go on, one of the reactions I was doing, I mentioned that I was just randomly watching Clone Wars, and I think it was about 2 episodes. I started a few episodes before the Zelo Boost episode. That episode came up, I talked about it and said, I wonder if that will come up or crop up later on. That'd be really good if they timed things like that. And lo and behold, last week's episode, there's a tiny monster which turns into a Zelo Beast. And I'm sitting there going, what the freaking hell? I hope to have that reaction uploaded soon. But The Mandalorian, last week's episode, to me, it was a perfect way to start season 3. And his introduction there as well, when he comes in on his Naboo starfighter, and then Grogu pops up, and it's just like, they are the team, they are the duo. And I don't know, I love it so much, and I'm so looking forward to this complete season and what's going to happen. No idea really what's going to happen in this, whether they go on to IG-11 and fix him, but that's so cool if we get him back. I love that so much. It's just a shame that Quill never sort of made it, really, because I would like to have seen them together. I always thought he would have a backup sort of memory drive for IG-11, so they could just, you know, put it into a different droid or something, and Mando captures another one or something like that. But I think this way that they're doing it at the moment is more authentic. The pirates I freaking loved, and that pirate, the one sort of, not the leader but the main one, he was really realistic, and I love that so much. Like, I don't think I've seen that alien before. Maybe we have, but not that good quality. And the Davy Jones one was pretty cool there too. And Bo-Katan, seeing her in her empty throne and just like giving up hope almost, and sitting there, kind of like how Darth Maul was sitting there in Mandalore, you know, feet up. Is she a suitable leader for Mandalore? People keep forgetting she was Death Watch. Like, I don't forget that. She was Death Watch. She was like Pre-Vizsla's second-hand woman. Like, you know, Death Watch. It's in the name. But, you know, she's not going to be any Duchess Satine, but maybe she's found the error of her ways. She probably has, in a way, seen what's happened. But we can only assume this is going to build up to one massive Mandalorian fight. Might not, but I'll be so interested how that interacts with, you know, other characters that we've seen who wields lightsabers. But also, I will say, just before we begin with the reaction, Star Wars Celebration, there's so much just juicy, amazing reveals and things happening, and seriously, the excitement is every single day. I think that's just all I'm thinking about. And yeah, the excitement levels are just getting ridiculously high at the moment. But yeah, if you're going and interested in it, I'll be happy to make videos on that as well. I feel like I haven't done enough speculation for this episode. I think it's too early to be going to Tatooine. Not too early for me, it's never too early for me, but for the creators it might be. But yeah, that's the great thing about The Mandalorian. You're so open-minded when you go in, and it's always a great surprise when you come out. Let's begin.
There's nothing left.
I love that she's playing her own character from Clone Wars. I think it's just so amazing that you actually end up looking like your animated character that you're portraying. How cool if it had the same for sort of Matt Lanter and Ashley Eckstein and everyone. No way, are we on Tatooine straight away? We freaking are! Oh my gosh. Oh, perfect. She really grew on me. There you go.
Right, let's get this thing back together again. You're lucky I'm a softie.
Here he is.
Scram.
I love a pit droid too. Pit droids were my favourite when I was young. Bloody hell, he looks so cool now. It's so good. I want one on my drive. That was so good. But we all know that's because of
Did
Luke.
you hear that? He said, "Oh, were the Hutts back? You taking on Boba Fett?"
I need a droid part.
Oh yeah, of course, Boba Fett is.
Hey, get the Jawas
He
back
must be
in here.
leader
We're gonna hit
during
the cantina.
this time. That's
You
awesome.
know how much
It's rated for spelunking.
spelunking.
I need a droid that can explore ahead of me and
Mr.
test
Wade.
the atmosphere.
This R5 astromech is built for
R5.
Of course you are. You're
What about
supposed to
that
be
one?
piloting starfighters. Oh, come on now. Don't be a coward. You're an astronaut. Act like one. I wouldn't like
Why does that make me emotional? I have no idea why.
I thought you said
But
it
it's
was
so
built for
cool.
adventure.
Look at it. It's just beautiful. God, I hope that comes to Disneyland Paris. So cool. What an introduction. The Mines of Mandalore, they're going straight there. Wow. Thought that'd be more like the end of the season for some reason.
It looks scary, I know, but it was once green and
It's written so perfectly.
here we're completely cut off from the rest of the galaxy.
But I wonder if the Force connection is strong down there. It's cool, she did say it's crystallized.
There wasn't a question. Go over
He looks
that
pretty
split
awesome.
rock.
He's so cool. Or maybe you're the only Mandalorian on there. Pretty awesome. Crap, there's a city. Bloody hell, man. Why the hell did that scare me? Seen one of these before. You've got the dark saber. Yeah. That comes creepy. See ya.
Okay,
Pause, alright?
you're alright.
Awesome. I was just thinking jetpack, come on. So cool. The design on this is just superb. No doubt. Dog chain. There's also another hero, Star Wars hero. Oh dear. Bloody hell. That's crazy. What is that? Well, that's sort of nightmare fuel. It's up to you now, Grogu. If that was me, I would have the dark saber ignited the whole time. Literally. Well, that's that's pretty horrible. It's even worse than those spider things. Please let him pick up the dark saber. Please. He's literally the best. Still sitting there.
An unscheduled.
Let's get rid of him once and for all.
She looks so cool.
What? Download the astromech, find out where they were.
Freaking awesome. Welcome back. It's crazy. And noise. Well, we all remember that the Darksaber is lying on the floor now. So maybe this would be her way to claim it. And then she becomes rightful ruler, because technically he is defeated right now. So surely it's sort of fair game. So you're literally gonna say, oh, what's this in the ground? This helmet.
I knew quite a few Jedi, you know. I don't know what they taught you about us, but there was a time we actually got along quite well.
Say the name.
Fought, side by side.
Say the name. Her guns are so cool. And she's so cool as well.
Did you think your dad was the only Mandalorian?
Did she say dad?
Those are elements.
Nice.
And we...
This is creepy. You see it? There you go. Well, you got it now. I noticed it was really heavy for the Mandalorian as well. See you, pal. Does it look okay?
And you.
I mean, Bo-Katan's literally doing everything that we would all do if we had the Darksaber. And now, straight in there.
You've never eaten pog soup.
No.
Can you appreciate the irony?
To the living waters.
Yes. You'd never find them on your own. Not in all this wreckage.
Thank you.
This is awesome.
This is the way.
This is the way.
I swear on my name. And the names forged in my heart.
That's awesome. Even though they go underwater, I'm beginning to think Din literally has the worst luck. Like there's just a monster waiting for him literally everywhere. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. So cool. There's always a bigger fish. Well, that was freaking amazing. So good. And there we have it, literally another amazing episode. There's just so much that happened, and it all feels so cinematic and Mandalorian, and just everything's in there again. And it's the same with the first episode. They've gone on an adventure, they had the Force thing, they had the character moments, they had the action. Literally everything that I wanted to see. And I didn't think we'd get to see Mandalorian until literally the end of the season. But the fact they showed it early, which means some amazing things could quite possibly happen later on. And then to actually see the symbol, I can't remember his name, of the Mandalorians. And yeah, that's just incredible. Like the mythical element that they've just shown us here is ginormous. Like the magnitude of what's just happened for the Mandalorian story right now is just huge. Like, yeah, that was such a special moment, and for Bo-Katan to see that as well, to almost be laughing at the ancient text, and then to actually see it and witness it was so cool. Din, literally everywhere he goes, I think he's troubled by monsters. They're just waiting for him. Lying in wait always happens. But yeah, that nightmare fuel spider thing was just nightmare fuel. That was really weird. The eye, no idea what that thing was or what it was doing really. I assume feeding off his blood, but yeah, that was kind of creepy. But there obviously are going to be creepy things in Star Wars. The first time I saw Star Wars when I was a kid, I'm pretty sure I was creeped out by some stuff, and yeah, so it was the same sort of thing, but at adult level this time around. But it's just so many special moments in there. Grogu going off, seeing him by himself, knowing that he's slightly trained by Luke Skywalker as well, seeing him jump and flip over and navigating the galaxy, listening to Din Djarin, about how he's navigating and flying. It's just incredible. And to top it off, R5, his new astromech droid as well. And I can't help but think that later on in this season that we're going to have an astromech R5 as well as IG-11 as well, and Bo-Katan, part of the crew. I assume they'll stick together for a while at least anyway. It's just incredible. I like the subtle things they did with the Darksaber though. I don't know if they intentionally made sure it was shown on the floor to, make you think, is Bo-Katan, is she going to grab that, or is it going to turn south anytime soon? Hope it doesn't. Hope she remains loyal, because Din is obviously being exceptionally loyal to Mandalore at this point. Yeah, it's creating or deepening the mythology of Mandalore, and it's almost revitalizing it all. And I foresee, even though this could be a long shot, but everything being revitalized, like fresh start again, a new city built, resources poured in, Mandalorians returning. That's what I'd like with Bo-Katan finally sort of leading. That'd be really special. Or Din. I mean, he is exceptionally worthy to do that also. But yeah, it was a magical, creepy, mystical, mythological episode. And yeah, it was exceptionally satisfying. This is what I absolutely love about The Mandalorian, is that it's instant Star Wars. You're slap bang in the Star Wars universe. All the designs feel right, the characters feel right, the music. It's just, even the music, originally I thought, well, maybe it's straying a little far from the orchestra, like what Star Wars is, basically. That was the whole point of Star Wars, is that when the first Star Wars came out, they never really had these, old-fashioned orchestrations for the music. And then when John Williams did it, then that's the thing, that they went back to the sort of original spectacular roots of the soundtrack for an epic scale movie, and that is the foundation of Star Wars. So the music for The Mandalorian, originally I always thought, maybe that's a little bit different. But The Mandalorian has been done so well, and the music, which has the combination of the orchestra as well as all these modern different sounds as well, sort of intertwined perfectly. It's created this unique sound. So the themes are like, really, you really feel it, but also it's the subtle moments, like when Grogu's on his adventure and there's those really small cues of the Mandalorian theme, and you could sort of feel an essence of Luke Skywalker in there as well. It's so special, and really does get to me. Like, I never thought as well I'd feel so much for Grogu. Seriously, every single thing he does, he's not, he's barely got to move, and you just feel this overwhelming sense of protection. You don't want anything bad to happen to Grogu whatsoever. You don't want to see anything bad to happen to him. And see him sort of do his own thing now is, it's just so special. What they've done with The Mandalorian, I think I'm sort of forever grateful and impressed, and it came for a time for me anyway, like I said, when Star Wars is a bit, and to have it in sort of something fresh and awesome like this, and it's more of a grown-up version, which is perfect for me. It's a very special thing what we've got right now that we're able to watch for Star Wars anyway. I haven't felt that so much with the other shows. It's just The Mandalorian. Don't know how it does it, but it just hits you differently. You feel something different. for it, and that's why you feel more attached to it, and that's why I love The Mandalorian. So yeah, this for me was an amazing episode. Card 4, look, the fact that he flew into Tatooine at the start, and now this is the reign of Boba Fett also, with all the fireworks going off and the starfighter just going up. It just it's visual eye candy, it's visual Star Wars eye candy, something that is done so well. You want to screenshot it, you want it painted, you want it on a frame, you want it hanging in your house. That's what the imagery's been like for me watching this episode. Well, all the Mandalorian, and pretty much all of it has been eye candy throughout. But Tatooine is always very special. The fact that he's got R5 there as well, and part of him came off, so they're true to his character. That was really good. I love all the Tatooine pit droid repair shop. Can't remember what her name is, but in the Star Wars game, she's like the one you would go to and then kit out all your stuff. So it's always a happy place to go there. But yeah, it's such a special thing going to Mandalore. I love where this show's going and what's happening, and you sort of know what's going on, like what will be coming, but you don't have a clue at the same time. And that's what I really like. That's how you have a great episode. You know that something's going to happen on Mandalore, but you don't have a freaking clue. So you're really excited for the next episode, and that's the way it should be. I hope you enjoyed my reaction. It felt very emotional throughout, that's for sure. I can feel just, eyes watering for some reason. And I can only imagine if anyone returns or shows up later on in the series. Yeah, it's just, you know the score, how it goes. But yeah, tell me your favourite bits in this episode, what you think is going to happen with Mandalore in the future episodes. Hope you enjoyed this reaction. Take care of yourself, and remember, the Force will be with you always.